Wow. Happy anniversary, Pastor. What a privilege it has been to serve alongside of you as we have watched God take a small group of people who wanted nothing more than to see God's hand of blessing placed upon their little church. In those early years, the joy and the excitement of God changing people's lives was humbling and almost overwhelming at times. I am thankful that for 35 years, our church has been able to see God do miraculous and mighty things through your faithfulness to Jesus, through your leadership, and through your love for the people here at First Baptist. I'm praying for a new chapter at First Baptist to begin with that same passion to see God's hand of blessing upon our growing church once again, and to see lives changed through the gospel of Jesus Christ. So, Pastor, hang on. God is getting ready to do something mighty in us and through us. So we need everyone to be all in, and we need you to hang on, because God is getting ready to do something incredible here. We need you as our pastor to keep loving Jesus, to keep leading, to keep preaching, to keep loving us as we believe God for a miracle. One more time.
Pastor, I just want to say thank you for the tremendous impact that you've had on me. You've made me feel at home here at church, and I'm super thankful to have you in my life. You've been a tremendous mentor, a tremendous friend, and I couldn't be more thankful to have you.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, Pastor, I just want to thank you for the impact you've had on my life since I came here in 1998. Your example of leadership, you're a man of God, a man of prayer, and I have learned so much from just observing your life and spending time with you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for mentoring me and being a great pastor and a great friend to me all of these years. I also appreciate you helping me with my wardrobe over the years. Greatly appreciated. But I love you, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity to serve alongside of you all these years.
Pastor, just want you to know how much we love you. It's hard to express all of it, but I'll say for my family, we graduated from college with the call of God to be in ministry, and while we bounce around from church to church, when we finally found this place, your leadership, your preaching, and your example to us set my family on so much better of a course. We love God better, and we love each other better because of the leadership you've had. And I can tell you that me personally, you've taught me how to be humble. You've taught me to preach my harder sermons to myself. You've taught me to pray for my people and love my people. And I can't thank you enough for the inspiration and influence you've had on us. We are so thankful for you. Pastor Snook, to be able to tell you what you've meant to my family is incredibly difficult. But I will tell you that the primary reason we came to this church was because of your preaching and your leadership. And I realized very quickly I needed a man to emulate and follow in my life. And you were absolutely that man. The way that God works through you in your ministry is incredible. And now working directly with you, I can say that what you see from the auditorium and the preaching is what I've seen in you to be real, and your genuineness, your realness has been amazing to watch. The humility, you've taught me to be humble, you've taught me to preach my hardest messages to myself and be a man of prayer and love my people well, and I'm thankful for that, and that's going to be longer than 20 seconds.
Good.
So,
Are we rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Should I do my singing intro? Well, Pastor, you have taught me a lot. I have been here officially. 1992 was the year that I got right with God under your ministry, under your tutelage, and it was definitely a transformative time in my life, and God used you greatly. And in that intervening 30 years, I've learned much. I've learned and appreciated your example as a prayer. You are the most consistent, powerful praying man I've ever known. I think that's the thing I admire most. I tell you all the time that you're pathologically pastoral and that you care so much for people. And I tried to learn that, maybe not learned it well, but I've tried to learn to care for people from your example, and just learned that the power of God rests upon you, not because you're perfect, but because you pray. And that's the exciting thing is that example is something that is powerful, because we can all learn from that we need not be perfect, but if we pray, God will indeed bless what we do. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, Pastor? Just wanted to thank you for just investing in the lives of even people in youth group. I mean, there's a lot of people you got in this church, and it's just cool that you invest in people like me and Kyle and Jay and Sam and just everyone that's in the youth group. It's just cool that you invest in our lives, and just really appreciative of it.
Pastor's been a great example all of these years, especially within this past year. He's been a great example of resilience and strength, and just had the courage to move forward and still lead our church in a godly way.
Hello, Pastor. Happy 35th anniversary. We are so blessed to have you as our pastor. Just over the last couple of weeks or so, I've been going through a valley, and it's been so great, like just over the past year or so, just seeing you and just the valleys that you've been through, and just being able to witness that and to be able to pull things from that to apply it to my life. And it has gave me a whole new perspective of how to go through the valley when you really are just at rock bottom. And I'm just so thankful for you and just being able to see that.
Hey, Pastor, happy 35th anniversary. You don't know what an impact you've had on this church and on my life as well. We love you. We appreciate you. We know you're a man of God, and sometimes you step on our heart and sometimes you step on our toes, but we know it came from God. We love you, and please stay with us forever. Love you. Bye.
Pastor Snook, congratulations on 35 years of dedicated service to First Baptist Church. We are so blessed to have you as a pastor and the godly example that you set for us. I'd like to thank you for being a man of faith. Thank you for being a man that stands by the Word of God, for directing us and praying for us and loving us. And I know you'll understand when I say this to you, but thank you for being a true athlete.
Pastor, 16 years ago, when I was praying about where God would have me to serve, the deciding factor in choosing to come here was simply I wanted to learn under a man who loves his family well and loves his church well. And in my time serving under your leadership, my admiration for you in those two key areas has only grown exponentially. So thank you for being that kind of leader.
To pastor and joy, 35 years. My name is James Davis, and I have a lot to be thankful for. Your steadfast leadership as this church's pastor has watched it grow. I've been here for quite some time, but I haven't been seen. I am where I am because of what you've done and the amount of people that are here, and those are all those extra prayers that I needed in my life. And I thank you. My family thanks you. Thank you.
Hey, Pastor. Just wanted to get on here and say thank you for all your years of wonderful service that you've done to the church. Solely because of your ministry here, my entire family was the first full family to be saved and baptized under your ministry 34 years ago. We are all still serving in church and loving the Lord, and that is solely a testament to you and your faithful service that you've done here at First Baptist Church of Glen Estee. So thank you for all your years of service.
So 35 years is a huge accomplishment for any pastor to be at a church for one time. My grandfather was a pastor and was there for over 30 years. So this is a big deal to be in the same place for 30 plus years. And I want to thank you for all the love that you've poured into my husband and helping to raise Brian and making him the man that he is today. But as we've gotten to know each other, I want to thank you for allowing me to ask you some hard questions and just talk to you as a person and not as a pastor. It means a lot that you are open and honest and you're willing to have those conversations, even though it might make both of us uncomfortable, but I appreciate it.
That's great.
Hey, Pastor. Just want to say a quick thank you for your 35 years of ministry here at the church. We came to the church in '96, so that means we've been here for 26 years, so almost your entire time here. Not quite, though. But I just want to say thank you for your steadfastness and your godly example of what a husband and a father should be. It meant a lot to me growing up, and I've tried to carry it through the best that I can. I'll never forget Miss Joy being our choir teacher for kids choir when I was, just a little kid, and I would always remind her of that as the years through the time I grew up, and she would always remember exactly what I was talking about. I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your day and your ministry throughout the church to stop in with the teens and minister us, and then as well as college and career when you would come and spend Wednesday nights with us and just give us some of your knowledge and some of your feedback on what we were going through in life. It really helped mold me and keep me on the right path, so thank you.
I just wanted to thank you, Pastor, for the past 10 years that I've known you. Thank you for pouring into the lives of me and Patrick. Miss Joy always loved us and encouraged us and had advice for us and wrote us notes, and we just miss her and we loved her dearly, and we just appreciate the impact that both of you had on our lives. The first really big impact that you had on my life was when you guys drove all the way to Maryland to do our wedding, and I just saw how much you loved Patrick and you cared for Patrick, and that was really special for me, and I'm just so glad that we had that experience together. So thank you so much for your love. I've always felt so loved by you and Miss Joy. Thank you for kind of taking us under your wing and always just loving us and teaching us well.
Say cheese.
That's funny. Hey, Pastor, just wanted to just thank you for your 35 years here at the church. I want to thank you for the impact that you've had on my life for the last 25 years of those. Most importantly, just want to recognize Miss Joy and her time also, that she had an impact on the ladies, and also her taking the time to encourage our wives to support us, and obviously we can't do anything without our wives, so what a great impact that she had on our wives. Just wanted to say one memorable thing for me in college, the transition from high school into college. It was a rough patch for me, and I just remember being at college and getting many frequent calls from you, and just encouraging, asking me how I was doing, and that was just always a highlight. Anytime I saw your name pop up on my phone, it was exciting, and it was very much encouraging, and your impact on me getting my life back on track where it needs to be, the meetings that we had, the mentor sessions that we had, I just really want to thank you for that and the impact that you've had on my life. So.
Happy 35th anniversary, Pastor. Obviously, it's been a tremendous blessing having you here. I came here in around 2002, 2003, and about 5 years later, you took a significant role in my life. Multiple Bible studies, multiple phone calls when I used to travel all the time, and I honestly just can't thank you enough for everything you've done in my life, my family's life, and then, I mean, even with I don't know.
Sorry, keep rolling.
I can't thank you enough for the role that you've played in my family's life, and those just being a young parent, a young husband. It's honestly played a massive role in everything that we do as a family. So I just want to say happy 35 years at First Baptist Church of Glenesti.
Hi, Pastor. Happy 35th anniversary. I just wanted to quickly say thank you for all your continued leadership, for guidance for our family, even for all the little fun conversations that we've had just around the church, and the love you've shown to our family and to our daughter. Just thank you for everything you've done for us. We have loved being able to continually learn from you and grow in Christ because of you. Thank you.
Hey, Pastor, happy 35th anniversary here at the church. I'm glad I've been making you look good for the last 25 years, singing. You want to say something?
We're just grateful to be part of a church that preaches the truth and has good sermons every Sunday, and we're very thankful for you.
I'm just so thankful that Pastor Snook and Miss Joy have always taken a personal interest in those around here at the church, especially just with my age group, the 20-somethings. They've been very purposeful when I was in youth group to spend time with us, and I've just always appreciated that about them.
Pastor, we just want to tell you how much Preston and I love you and appreciate you. We appreciate you rightly dividing the word, and we just love you. And
don't start recording yet, right? But just act like you're gonna do it. Like I need 2 takes. So, what I like most about Pastor and Joy is Pastor's rock solid preaching, and that they were there for our family during some hard times that we had. And I didn't know Miss Joy all that well, but she definitely knew my name, and I was very much caught off guard by that, but really appreciated her warmth and kindness.
Hello, Bill and I have been here since 1997, and what I like best about Pastor Snook is that he is evangelical, and he gives an altar call just about every service. And we brought Bill's mother here and my next door neighbor also, and they received the Lord because they had the message presented to them in the service. And so we're very grateful for that, and blessed to have been here as long as we have.
Happy 35th, Pastor. Amazing. I can't imagine how many souls you've touched in the years that you've been preaching. You're so powerful. I've told you this to your face. You're the most powerful preacher that I've ever heard, and teacher. And you've saved a lot of souls, and you're helping us, equip us to save other souls. You've certainly been an impact to our family. Certainly Adeline is an awesome Christian, and we have you and this church to thank for that. And last but not least, I've told you this to your face too. I've never seen anybody so in love with their wife before. And I asked you the secret to marriage, and you gave me some answers, but you also have a class now that we're in, and we thank you for that. So thank you for all you do. We love you.
Good morning. Thank you for allowing me to give a testimony about Pastor and Joy. They've been such an inspiration, and Lori and I's wife, their faithfulness to this ministry and their love for God and His people. And we truly appreciate his 35 years of service here. Thank you.
Hi, Pastor Snook. I appreciate this opportunity to say happy 35th anniversary in the ministry. I want to say thank you. I appreciate and respect what you and Miss Joy have built here. Being able to put up with us, the people that come and go, the backbiters, all the different things, and you've stood tall through it all. And you preach this word. You're not afraid to do that. As I told you a few weeks ago, I just look at you as a beast to be able to not back down and preach what we need to hear and what this world needs. And what you went through with Miss Joy, and the care and the love and the pain that you went through. I just want to say we love you and happy 35th anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Pastor. I just wanted to say that how much Lona and I have enjoyed being here at this church and enjoying your teaching and your just the way you present God. And Father, you just are a great man of God, and we loved you, we love Miss Joy, and we just look forward to another day of preaching and teaching the way you do. We love you, Pastor.
Happy anniversary, Pastor. I've been here for most of my life, and I've been so blessed to have you as my pastor and Miss Joy when she was with us. And just growing up here and the influence that you guys were in our lives, it's just such a great godly example in our lives, and just having people we could look up to know what we should do to grow closer to God. It's been amazing. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
Happy anniversary, Pastor. You're celebrating 35 years of you and Miss Joy being here at the church and giving and caring and just loving your flock and your congregation. And I just want to say happy anniversary. We love you. We've been here 17 years now and have grown under your leadership, and just think of you as a friend and love you, love your family, and pray for you every day. Happy anniversary.
Yeah, I'm so thankful for the influence that Pastor and Miss Joy have had on my life, my family's life. I've been coming to church here for about 20 years, and I remember when I first started coming here, maybe 19, 20 years old, Pastor just really kind of took me in and made me feel welcome, and so did Miss Joy. And they've been such an impact on my life, my family's life, and two instances that really come to mind for me is when Lacey's father, Denny, passed away, and a few years after that, her brother, Jason, was a police officer killed in the line of duty. Pastor and Miss Joy were just there every step of the way with the family, like family, providing support, comfort, prayer, just invaluable what they've meant to us over the years. I'm just so thankful for them and the influence they've had on my life.
Arrived here about a year and a half after Pastor started, and I've been here over 32 years, and I can't think of another church that I would ever want to be in because of the leadership of Pastor and what he's meant to me in my life and to our life, and just always great advice. I could call him and he would help me, and Rhonda, when Rhonda was here, now she's in heaven, and now it's Cindy and I. Pastor, you're just such a wonderful, wonderful fixture in our lives, and we pray for you every day, and we love you so much.
All I can say is this church and Pastor Snook and Miss Joy mean the world to me. It was when my son Christopher, which is turning 40 this year, was at Willowville and was in need of a reading tutor, and they directed me to Mrs. Snook. And that is how our lives begin to be woven together. And because of this family and because of their dedication and their love for Christ and the way that they always are teaching and wanting to grow their church, they reached out to us, and through that our whole family was saved. And I just appreciate the love and devotion that they had, and we couldn't ask for a better pastor and a pastor's wife.
So, Pastor, I want to thank you for the last 35 years, 26 of my life. You have meant so much to me. Miss Joy has meant so much to me. You guys both pushed me in ways that I don't know if I can ever fully explain this side of heaven. I know living overseas, I would get emails from Miss Joy all the time just telling me she's praying for me. And I can't even begin to express the gratitude I have for that. I thank you for your friendship. I grew up under you, and I don't know if I can say thank you enough.
I just want to say how appreciative I am of Pastor and Joy just over the years of encouragement they've given Kim and myself. You know, they were a big part of, why we're here today, why we're married. Joy played a big part in Kim's role with that, and just bringing us closer to God and wanting to be more like Pastor and Joy. So we're forever grateful. Pastor on a weekly basis is checking in on me, stopping by the house, giving me words of encouragement. So I can't thank him enough, and just how grateful I truly am for Pastor.
Well, I just wanted to say congratulations, Pastor Snook, for 35 years of service here at First Baptist Church of Glen Estee. You've been such an inspiration to me and to my family. When we came to this church, we weren't really planning on staying, but after hearing you and your sermons, we just couldn't leave. As I said, you've just been such an inspiration to me and to my family, and we just want to hope that you continue for 35 more years. So congratulations.
Yeah!